The second leg of the 2017 PGE Polish Speedway Ekstraliga semi-finals has attracted an enormous crowd to Zielona Gora of 13,000 fans for their second leg of their semi-final against Leszno. The visitors line up with Russian Emil Sayfudinov at 1, Peter Kildemand at 2, Piotr Pawlicki at 3, Gregor Zengota goes at number 4. At number 5 will be Janusz Kolodje, and the young reserves at numbers 6 and 7 for Leszno, Dominik Kubera and Bartosz Szmektala. Piotr Baron is their team manager. Both sides tonight unchanged from the first leg at Leszno, who hold a 10-point lead from last week's first leg of this semi-final. For the home side, Zielona Gora, Jarek Hampel goes at 1. It's Swedish international Jakob Torshäll going at number 2. He's in blistering form in the UK and Sweden, as well as Poland at the moment. Number 3 will be Patryk Dudek. For Piotr Prodasiewicz at number 5, the current World Championship leader Jason Doyle came close to a win in the Grand Prix at the weekend in Germany as well, where Matej Zayar finished on top. At number 6, Mateusz Tunder, and Alex Skardzinski at number 7. Marek Cieslak is their coach. Straight into the action then with heats number 1. Leszno defending a 10-point lead from the first leg. Zielona Gora have to win by more than 10 points to go through to the final against either Gorzów or Wrocław, who contest today's other semi-final second leg. The visitors will take gates 1 and 3, so it'll be Russian Emil Sayfudinov off gate number 1 in yellow. Gate 2 in red we have Jarek Hampel. Gate 3 in white Peter Kildemand, and Jakob Torshäll goes from gate 4 in blue. 4 nations in this first heat of the day then. A reminder, the home side Zielona Gora wear the red and the blue helmet colours throughout the meeting. The visitors from Unia Leszno wear the white and yellow helmet colours. Unia Leszno in the white and blue Kevlars. Falubad Zielona Gora in the white Kevlars with the green and yellow trim. So 15 heats then. Leszno lead by 10 points going into this second leg. Here we go, ready for heat number 1. Sayfudinov, Hampel, Kildemand and Torshäll get underway, and it's a good start by Jarek Hampel for the home side. Leads the way into the first turn. Second place in yellow is Emil Sayfudinov, the Grand Prix star. Third in white is Peter Kildemand. So a good start by Jarek Hampel. He picked up 11 points in the first leg at Unia Leszno. Leads the way ahead of Emil Sayfudinov. He scored just paid 8 for his side a week ago. Peter Kildemand, the Dane, former Swindon Robins rider, in third position. At the back in blue, it is Jakob Torshäll. The Swede failed to score for Zielona Gora in the first leg. There wasn't a huge amount of support for Patryk Dudek and Jarek Hampel, though Piotr Prodasiewicz picked up paid 10. So 3-all as it stands at the moment, going into the final lap of this first heat, the 16th heat of this two-legged tie. Hampel leads it. Kildemand coming under a little bit of pressure from Jakob Torshäll. Out in front, Jarek Hampel is heading for victory in red. Comes around the final turn to take the win. Sayfudinov will take second place, and Kildemand is third ahead of Jakob Torshäll. So the meeting gets off to a 3-all start then. 53-43 on aggregate in favour of Unia Leszno, fighting for the right to meet either Sparta Wrocław or Stal Gorzów, the reigning champions, who contest the other semi-final. Second leg taking place today. There's just 4 points in it between those two sides. Hampel the winner ahead of Sayfudinov, Kildemand in third, Torshäll at the back. It's Zielona Gora 3, Leszno 3. Jarek Hampel all the way in that heat number 1, leading Emil Sayfudinov, who made a decent start from the inside but couldn't stop the rider in red, Jarek Hampel, who's had a cracking season in Poland this year. Just pleased to be back on his bike after those terrible leg injuries he sustained a couple of years ago. Now it's on to the reserves race, the 4 under-21 Polish riders for heat number 2. Going off at gate number 1 in blue for this one will be Alex Skardzinski. Gate 2 in yellow, it's Dominik Kubera. Gate 3 in red, Mateusz Tunder. And Bartosz Szmektala goes from gate 4 in the white helmet, currently leading the European Under-21 Championship, if memory serves me right. Bartosz Szmektala going well in the World Under-21s as well, fighting along with fellow countryman Maxim Drabik. 3-all the score then, 53-43 to the visitors on aggregates. We get ready for heat number 2. I would say the reserves from Leszno will have the edge here this afternoon. Alex Skardzinski will put up a good fight though. Here we go then, ready for heat number 2. The 4 reserves get underway. A lot of lift for the rider in red, Mateusz Tunder. It's the rider in blue, Alex Skardzinski, who leads into the first turn, but round the outside. But the race has been stopped. The race has been stopped for presumably a jumped start there. That will be all 4 riders, I would think. Back for the rerun. Bartosz Śmiektala was just about to go around the outside of Alex Gardzinski to take the lead, but the race has been halted by the referee. It looks like that will be a rerun with all 4 riders. We'll see what happened in just a moment. I'm suspecting it was a jump start. Did anybody... Well, never mind anybody hit the tapes. My opinion, there wasn't anything wrong with that start, but we are ready for the rerun. Alex Gardzinski, gate 1 in the blue helmet. Dominik Kubera, gate 2 in yellow. Matthias Tonda, gate 3 red. And Bartosz Śmiektala should start as the favourite here, going off gate 4 in the white helmets. 3-all the score, 53-43 in this second leg of the Polish PGE Ekstraliga semi-final. Teammates looking on the pits. Let's try again then with heat number 2. Gardzinski, Kubera, Tonda and Śmiektala is the lineup. The start marshal walks away, the revs rise. Up go the tapes down to the first turn. It's a great start by Gardzinski in blue, but down in red goes Matthias Tonda. Tangle there on the first turn. The race has been stopped again. Matthias Tonda straight back to his feet and walking away. Well, there was surely some contact there on the first turn. Matthias Tonda doesn't look too happy. The main thing is he's up and all okay. Picks his machine up. There must have been a collision there on the first turn, I think, with the rider in yellow. Yeah, you got the pincer movement from the 2 Unia Leszno riders, Dominik Kubera and Bartosz Śmiektala. It's another rerun with all 4 riders. Third attempt, third time lucky, hopefully, with this heat number 2. Gardzinski, Kubera, Tonda and Śmiektala. Tension really mounting in this playoff semi-final. Leszno looking to keep their lead. Let's try again then. Take 3 with heat number 2. Will they get round the first turn? It's a better start by Matthias Tonda. He sends Śmiektala out wide and he's got the lead. Trying to come through on the inside is Gardzinski. The 13,000 strong crowd roars. Here comes Śmiektala up the inside trying to take Gardzinski for second place, and he's done it. And Gardzinski's gone to the back because Dominik Kubera has come through as well. Well, he made such a great start there along with Matthias Tonda, who leads the way in red. Śmiektala in second. Kubera now up into third place. It's a 3-all as it stands at the moment, which means that Leszno would keep their 10-point aggregate lead. 2 laps gone, 2 to go. Matthias Tonda was the rank outsider on paper coming into this race, but he's holding off Bartosz Śmiektala for the lead. Has a look up the inside. They're side by side coming out of turn 4. Śmiektala up the inside. Can he force a way through? Not quite. Tonda just holds him off. Good race between these 2 at the front of the field. Śmiektala has a look up the inside. Kubera still in third place, so it's going to be a share of the points, or is it? Because Śmiektala trying his hardest up the inside, but Tonda hangs on to take the win. Second place goes to Śmiektala, third Kubera and Gardzinski in fourth. A cracking battle there in that heat number 2. The Falubaz Zielona Gora fans celebrate in their familiar green and yellow colours. 2 wins out of 2 for them, but also 2 last places, 2 shared heats here at Falubaz today. Tonda taking a surprise win ahead of Śmiektala, Kubera and Gardzinski. On the day it is Zielona Gora 6, Leszno 6. 46-56 on aggregate in favour of Unia Leszno. Fine ride there by Matthias Tonda. We finally got heat 2 concluded after those 2 stoppages. Tonda all the way, and his teammate Gardzinski showing in second place initially, but first Śmiektala up the inside, and then the rider in yellow, Dominik Kubera. Good switch of line by Bartosz Śmiektala, a very talented young racer, among the challengers for the World Under-21 Championship this season, certainly next season as well. But it was Matthias Tonda who held him off to take the win in heat number 2. Heat 3 on the way next, 46-56 the score on aggregate. This one will see Patryk Dudek in red off gate number 1, currently fighting for the lead of the World Championship with Jason Doyle and Maciej Janowski. Gate 2 in yellow we have Piotr Pawlicki, the younger of the 2 brothers. Gate 3 in blue is Piotr Protasiewicz, and Gregor Jęgota goes from gate 4 in white, ex-Swindon and Pullman. Protasiewicz, a veteran Pole, rode for Ipswich and Kings Lynn in the UK. Patryk Dudek will start as favourite here, currently fighting for a top 3 place in the World Championship, still within a chance of this year's world title. Start marshal pulling them into line, then ready for heat number 3. Dudek, Pawlicki, Protasiewicz and Jęgota. Away they go. Good start by Dudek, tries to move out, but he's Almost had contact there with Piotr Pawlicki, who has got the lead. Trying to get round the outside is Zengota in white. A poor start by Piotr Protasiewicz. He drops back, and it's going to be Leszno who lead the way. Dudek tries the inside, but all the grips on the wider line there, and round goes Gregor Zengota into second place. It's Piotr Pawlicki, the former world under-21 champion, who leads the way and spells in the UK with Coventry and Wolves. Second place is Zengota. Third is Patrick Dudek in red, moved up to second place in the World Championship at Tatarov in the German Grand Prix. Jason Doyle still on top at the moment. It was Matej Zegar, the Slovenian, who won the German Grand Prix, of course. Back in blue, Piotr Protasiewicz, former Grand Prix man, also a former World Under-21 champion. But Zielona Gora on the wrong end of a 5-1 in this heat number 3. That means that Leszno are going to extend their aggregate lead. The win will go to Piotr Pawlicki ahead of Gregor Zengota, Dudek third, and Protasiewicz at the back. It's the blue and white scarves of Unia Leszno that are waving this time as they take a 5-1, take the lead on the day, and the lead on aggregate goes up to 14 points. Well done, Piotr Pawlicki taking the win. His older brother Shamik Pawlicki will join him in the Grand Prix series next year, qualified through the GP Challenge. Hopefully we'll see both Pawlickis in the GPs next year. Pawlicki the winner ahead of Zengota, Dudek in third, Protasiewicz at the back. It's now 7-11 in favour of Unia Leszno, and they increase their aggregate lead to 14 points. You saw Piotr Pawlicki looking for the rider in white there, Gregor Zengota, charging round the outside, and that's good team riding by Pawlicki, blocking Patrick Dudek on the inside of turn 4. He closed him down out of the gate to take the lead. Very intelligent ride by young Piotr Pawlicki. Able to hold on to take the first win of the day for the men in the yellow and white helmets. Unia Leszno, heat number 4 is next up. Jason Doyle, the World Championship leader, is out in this one in red. It's Janusz Kolodje going off gate number 1 in the yellow helmet. Alex Gardzinski gate 2 in blue. Bartosz Śmiektala gate 3 in white. Jason Doyle is off the outside in the red helmet. Came close to victory in the latest Grand Prix of the year in Germany, strengthening his chances of a first World Championship. He came close last year. Unfortunately, injury kept him out of the final Grand Prix of the year, allowing Greg Hancock to take another world title win, but Greg missing the rest of the season through injury. Tables turning slightly. Ready then for heat number 4. Kolodje, Gardzinski, Śmiektala and Doyle. Start Marshall calling Doyle forward. Make sure they're all lined up evenly. 7-11 the score then, 47-61 on aggregate. Away we go with heat number 4. It's Leszno who have made the start. It's Janusz Kolodje on his familiar camouflage liveried bike who leads them away, and up into second place Bartosz Śmiektala in white. Jason Doyle was briefly in last place, challenging his teammates in the blue helmet. There's Gardzinski, but Leszno are getting away, and Falubaz's World Championship leader Jason Doyle is going to have to chase hard against Bartosz Śmiektala here, trying to go around the outside into turns 3 and 4, but Śmiektala holds him off. This is impressive from the young Leszno reserve. He really is a rider to watch, young Bartosz Śmiektala, by far the pick of the Polish under-21 reserves in the league this year. Kolodje, the former Polish individual champion, is away and gone. Jason Doyle can't even get past the young reserve Bartosz Śmiektala. Well, if they concede 2 5-1s in a row, Palubo Zielona Gora are going to be in real trouble here early on. Doyle trying once again to get round the outside. He's not going to do it. It's going to be a win for Kolodje. Śmiektala comes in second, Doyle third. That's a shock. And Gardzinski at the back. It's not very often we see Jason Doyle concede a 5-1, even less so to a Polish under-21 reserve. Janusz Kolodje it is who takes the win. Former Reading Racers man in the UK. Heads back into the pits, the former Polish champion, taking the win in heat number 4 by a clear margin ahead of Śmiektala. Second brilliant result for him ahead of Doyle and Gardzinski. It's now Zielona Gora 8, Leszno 16. Leszno all the way from the start in that one. Jason Doyle made a terrible getaway from the outside, was playing catch-up from there on in. Got around his teammate Alex Gardzinski, but could not catch the Unia Leszno pairing. It's got a bit too much lift there out of the start. 2 5-1s in a row for Leszno, they lead by 8 points on the day, 18 points on aggregate now, and Zielona Gora could be in real trouble. They headed the table in the Polish Ekstraliga for most of the season, but were pipped at the post by Wrocław. Wrocław taking on Gorzów, of course, in the other semi-final. No, it was the other way round. I apologise. It was Wrocław who headed the table for most of the season. Zielona Gora pipped them to the top. Apologies there. Ready then for heats at number 5. Piotr Protasiewicz will be off gate number 1 in blue. Emil Seiferdinov, gate 2 in yellow. Patryk Dudek, gate 3 in red. Peter Killerman, gate 4 in white. Dudek looking for his first win. He conceded a 5-1 in heat number 3. Protasiewicz has yet to score. Peter Killerman on 1 point, Emil Seiferdinov on 2. Tricky to pick out a favourite from this quartet. I'd say Dudek would have the slight edge in red. Peter Killerman starting from the outside gate, which hasn't been successful so far. The man in white here, ready for heats number 5. 48-66 the aggregate score. Away they go. This time a better start by Zielona Gora. They lead the way into the first turn. Dudek and Protasiewicz. Protasiewicz, the veteran international, who goes into the lead. On the inside in white, Peter Killerman into second place. Dudek cuts back and he's into second coming out of turn 4. This is more like it from the home side Falubaz, the league leaders this year. Killerman in third place, Seiferdinov yet to feature. He's at the back. The Leszno pairing racing each other for the third place point because Falubaz have got away. Seiferdinov now comes through past Killerman into third position. Away goes the rider in blue, Piotr Protasiewicz. What a turnaround from his first ride. Patryk Dudek up there likewise in second place. It's going to be the first 5-1 for the home side in this semi-final second leg, and the stadium is about to erupt, I'm sure. Third place is Seiferdinov ahead of Killerman. They're not going to catch the Falubaz-Zielona Gora pairing. Here they come around the final turn. Piotr Protasiewicz is coming in to win ahead of Patryk Dudek. Just listen to the crowd. Falubaz fans in full voice after that one. They get their first. Falubaz fans in full voice after that one. They get their first 5-1 of the meeting. Third place went to Seiferdinov ahead of Killerman. Piotr Protasiewicz picks up his first points and his first win of the meeting in heat number 5. That closes things up a little on the day. Protasiewicz the winner ahead of Dudek, Seiferdinov and Killerman. Zielona Gora 13, Leszno 17. 4 points in it on the night then, 14 points on aggregate. Zielona Gora all the way in that heat number 5. Piotr Protasiewicz leading them home. Patryk Dudek was left to battle with the rider in white, Peter Killerman, initially for second position. Managed to burst his way past around turn 4. A great start by the Falubaz pairing. The Mickey Mouse Club, as they're known from the symbol on their race jackets. Nothing Mickey Mouse about that though. Good pass by Patryk Dudek, straight up the inside there, past the rider in white, Peter Killerman, the Danish rider, for second place. 53-67 now the aggregate score as we go into heat number 6. Piotr Pawlicki, gate 1 in yellow. Jason Doyle, gate 2 in red. Gregor Zielona, gate 3 in white. And Matthias Tonda, gate 4 in blue. I would say the riders off the inside here in red and yellow will be the two to watch. Last minute checks taking place for Jason Doyle. Piotr Pawlicki going for 2 wins out of 2. Doyle will not be happy with conceding a 5-1 first time out to Kolodziej and Smektala. He'll fight back here looking for his first win in this heat number 6. It's Pawlicki, Doyle, Zielona and Tonda. The revs rise and away they go. Down to the first turn. Pawlicki gets away well, sends Doyle out wide. Zielona clips the side of the rider in blue, Matthias Tonda. It's Pawlicki who's able to get clear. I thought we were going to see a bit of a pile-up there on the first turn. Zielona cuts across the front of Jason Doyle and is into second place. Zielona up into second. Pawlicki leads the way. Jason Doyle tucked in third. He's on the wrong end of a 5-1 once again here. Matthias Tonda at the back in blue. Jason Doyle trying to chase down Gregor Zielona for that second place. It's still Pawlicki leads. Oh, goodness me! What on earth happened there? Gregor Zielona, I think something broke on his machine there because the machine almost threw him over the handlebars. Jason Doyle laid it down to avoid him. A nasty looking crash there. Let's hope both of those riders are okay. What on earth happened there for Gregor Zielona, holding his right thigh? That was a very nasty spill. Zielona will be disqualified as the cause of the stoppage. Pawlicki coming over to see if the riders are okay as well. Jason Doyle, the last thing he wants is an injury because he's fighting for the world title. He just locked it up there. Jason Doyle did amazingly well to lay his machine down. The second that he saw Zielona lose control, and Zielona throw rodeo fashion right over the handlebars of his bike. Scary accident there. Zielona thankfully able to walk away. Gregor Zielona has been disqualified from the rerun. The race is going to be restarted with 3 riders only. Fortunately, Zielona and Jason Doyle are both unhurt. That was a frightening looking crash there into turn 1. So it's Pawlicki from gate 1 in yellow, Doyle gate 2 in red, no rider from gate 3, and Matthias Tonda gate 4 in blue. Jason Doyle desperately wanting a race win here over Piotr Pawlicki. You've got a second chance here. Pawlicki, the lone Unia Leszno man, does Zielona''s crash. Ready then for the rerun of heat number 6. Pawlicki, Doyle and Tonda. Jason Doyle's big chance, but he's been outgated again. He's struggling from the starts tonight, Jason Doyle. Piotr Pawlicki it is who goes into the lead for Unia Leszno, and look at the lead he's already got as they go down the back straight. Tonda now round the outside. He's having a good day, trying to get into second place ahead of his teammate Jason Doyle. Doyle is well off the pace in this meeting. This is concerning for Falubaz. What has happened to Jason Doyle? Maybe he's feeling the effects of that spill there. He laid his machine down. He's displayed incredible reflexes to avoid Gregor Zielona. But the home pairing with no answer to the pace of Unia Leszno's Piotr Pawlicki. Away goes the man in yellow. He's going for 2 wins out of 2. Ex-World Under-21 champion. Second place in blue is still Matthias Tonda. He's on for 5 points. Jason Doyle will only be on 2 if it stays like this. Surprise here in this heat number 5. Win goes to Piotr Pawlicki ahead of Tonda. Doyle back in 3rd. Jason Doyle, all is not well with him tonight, I would say. So heat number 6, not heat 5 I should say, is won by Piotr Pawlicki. 2 out of 2 for him. The score moves on to 16-20 with a 3-all. 56-34 was the aggregate score. It increases, stays the, no, it doesn't increase, it stays the same with the 3-all. It's Pawlicki the winner ahead of Tonda and Doyle. 16-20 the score on the day now. We'll pick up the aggregate score in just a moment. Mathematics was never my strong point. Piotr Pawlicki all the way then. And Jason Doyle just went backwards, finishing behind his young teammate Matthias Tonda, just not at the races at all in that heat number 6. Worrying times for Falubaz Zielona Gora. It's Unia Leszno on top, both on the evening and on aggregate. 16-20 now the score. 56 points to 70 is now the aggregate score. 60.19 Piotr Pawlicki's winning time. So 56 points to 70 now the lead for Unia Leszno. We move on to heat number 7. Jarek Hampel going for his second win will be off gate number 1 in the red helmet. Gate 2 in yellow, Janusz Kolodje. Jakub Torshell gate 3 in blue, and Dominik Kubera gate 4 in white. 2 off the inside will be the ones to watch here. Hampel and Kolodje both winners first time out. Kubera with 1 of the bonus from the reserves race, and Jakub Torshell yet to score. He also failed to score in the first leg at Leszno. Jarek Hampel scored 11. Good night for the reserves for Leszno. They picked up 6 points each in the first leg, while Zielona Gora's 2 reserves only got 1 point between them. Matthias Tonda, contrast for him, he failed to score in the first leg. 5 points here. Ready then for heat number 7. Semi-final second leg. The revs start to rise, and away we go down to the first turn. Decent start by the rider in yellow, Janusz Kolodje. Goes level with Hampel. Hampel up the inside will try and take the lead, but the rider in white tries a move on the inside as well. Who's going to come out of this with the lead? It's Hampel who goes to the front. Kolodje defending from the rider in blue, Jakub Torshell. Even Dominik Kubera had a look there coming out of turn 2. Kolodje out of shape. Torshell has to avoid his back wheel. Holds 3rd place ahead of Dominik Kubera. Away goes the rider in red, Jarek Hampel. No stopping him here at Falubaz tonight. Second place is Janusz Kolodje in yellow. John beat the riders first and second. Jakob Torshäll keeping Kolodje in check. He has a look around the outside, coming off turn 4. Away goes the rider in red, Jarek Hampel. Side by side for second at one point. Jakob Torshäll, I don't think he's going to get past Janusz Kolodje on the final turn. He'll give it a good go around the outside, but he is not going to do it. Kolodje takes second, Torshäll third, and Kubera at the back. Jarek Hampel takes his second win out of 2 this evening. 4-2 the results, and the gap comes down slightly to 2 points on the night. Leszno still ahead by 12 points on aggregate. Win going to Jarek Hampel ahead of Kolodje, Torshäll and Kubera. Zielona Gora 20, Leszno 22. So 12 points the aggregate lead, then 72 points to 60. Unia Leszno now lead this playoff semi-final. Jarek Hampel sending Janusz Kolodje wide on the first turn. Rider in blue, Jakob Torshäll tried to get at the inside, couldn't quite do so. Nice close first turn. Even Kubera tried to get the cut back and get in among the scorers too. Kolodje round the outside into... Is this the sign of a fight back then by Falubaz? Janusz Kolodje having a good scrap with Jakob Torshäll after losing the lead to Jarek Hampel on the first turn. All 3 of them fighting away nicely in there. Dominic Kubera eventually dropping away at the back. Jakob Torshäll couldn't quite get second place away despite a determined effort from Janusz Kolodje. Has to settle for his first defeat of the day, beaten for the first time by the flying Jarek Hampel. 2022 the score then, 59.93, a quick winning time for Jarek Hampel, 60.72. The aggregate score, Leszno still 12 points ahead as we get ready for heat number 8. Jason Doyle desperate for his first win, unlucky 13 on his race jacket maybe today. He's off gate 1 in red for heat number 8. Gate 2 is Peter Killerman in white. Gate 3 in blue it is Alex Skardzinski, and Emil Saifedinov goes off gate number 4 in yellow. So Doyle and Saifedinov should start as the favourites here. Peter Killerman hasn't had the best of seasons either in the Grand Prix or in the Polish Ekstraliga. Been an up and down year for the day. Alex Skardzinski completing the lineup. Skardzinski only at 1 point from the first leg at Leszno. Ready then for heat number 8. Doyle, Kilderman, Skardzinski and Saifedinov. The start marshal has them into line. 2022, 60-72 the scores. They're away. Down to the first turn. Doyle gets away well this time, and here comes Saifedinov around the outside. Doyle blocking the rider in white, Peter Killerman, on the inside, but Saifedinov has the opportunity to get round the outside, and he's done it, up into the lead around turns 3 and 4. Down to second goes Jason Doyle in red. Just hasn't got the pace today at all. Killerman in third, Skardzinski at the back as expected, but it's Emil Saifedinov, the Russian, Russia's #1 Speedway rider, helped his nation to the World Cup final this year, held at Leszno. Jason Doyle in second place, Killerman is third. It's going to be a 4-2 to the visitors if it stays like this. This will increase their aggregate lead to 14 points with a 4-2. Into the final lap of this heat number 8 they go then. Saifedinov from Doyle. Killerman in third place. Skardzinski is at the back. Round turns 3 and 4 they come. It's going to be a win for the first time today for Emil Saifedinov. He moves on to 6 points. Second place for Jason Doyle, still yet to win. Killerman third, and Skardzinski at the back. The crowd still not yet back in full voice. Emil Saifedinov takes another win for Unia Leszno. They keep their overall lead. Still worrying times for Falubaz Zielona Gora, 76-62 behind on aggregate now. Only 14 more points needed by Unia Leszno, and they go through to the playoff final over 2 legs next week and in 2 weeks' time. Saifedinov the winner ahead of Doyle, Killerman and Skardzinski. It's Zielona Gora 22, Leszno 26 after 8 heats. Jason Doyle made the start this time. Much better gate for him as he tried to block Peter Killerman on the inside. That allowed Emil Saifedinov around the outside in yellow to take the lead and eventually go on to take the win. Killerman switching back to the inside. That diverted Doyle's attention, I think, and he lost track of where Emil Seyfedinov had placed himself. Good riding there by the Unia Leszno pairing. Once again, they're certainly outpacing Zielona Gora here today, and will the side that finished top of the league and snatched it from Wrocław on the last day go out at the semi-final stage. Seyfedinov the winner, 60.72 his winning time. 62.76 the score and aggregate as we go into heat number 9. This one sees Gregor Zengota. Good to see him back out after his spill earlier on. He's off gate 1 in white. Jakub Torschel, gate 2 in blue. It's Piotr Pawlicki, gate 3 in yellow, going for a hat-trick of wins. And off gate 4 in red, also going for a hat-trick, is Jarek Hampel. Jakub Torschel on 1 point so far. Gregor Zengota 2 and a bonus. Falubaz fans chanting away in the background. Gate 1 in white, Gregor Zengota, 2 and a bonus so far. 1 point for Jakub Torschel, gate 2 in blue. Piotr Pawlicki and Jarek Hampel, gate 3 in yellow, gate 4 in red respectively, both unbeaten so far. This is going to be a good one. Piotr Protasevich studying the action intently from the pits. Will Hampel or Pawlicki remain unbeaten after this one? Hampel starting as the favourite on his home track, going from the less favourable gate 4, although Emil Seyfedinov did win from gate 4 last time out. Ready then for heat number 9. Zengota, Torschel, Pawlicki and Hampel. Watch the 2 unbeaten riders on the outside. Well, they haven't made the best of starts. Pawlicki a poor start, and it's the other 2 riders in fact that lead the way into the first turn. Pawlicki has a look up the inside, but it's the rider in blue, Jakub Torschel, who's got the lead. Hampel coming through on the outside. He's into second place, and Falubaz are on a 5-1. Pawlicki is at the back behind Gregor Zengota. He made a very poor start. It's Torschel who leads, Hampel in second, and the scores are going to be level on the day if it stays like this. Away goes the rider in blue, Jakub Torschel, ahead of Jarek Hampel, Gregor Zengota. Pawlicki is at the back. It's going to be game on once again as Falubaz try to close in on their rivals from Unia Leszno. Into the final lap they go. Better ride here by Jakub Torschel, the Wolverhampton rider in the UK, been in fantastic form for them. Rides for Rospigana as well in the Swedish league, in the Swedish playoffs as well this year. He's in the playoffs in all 3 countries. He takes the win here in this heat number 9 ahead of Jarek Hampel. Zengota third, and Pawlicki trailed off at the back. The flags and scarves are waving. Zielona Gora are back in the game. They're still 10 points down, but the scores are level on the day. 67-77 on aggregate, 27 apiece here at Zielona Gora in this second leg. Jakub Torschel, the Swede, takes his first win of the meeting. Heat number 9 result then. Torschel the winner ahead of Hampel, Zengota and Pawlicki. 27-27 now the score. 67-77 on aggregates. So is this the start of Falubaz's fight back? Great start by the rider in blue. Jakub Torschel went level with the rider in white, Zengota, around the first turn. Then Hampel tried to burst between the 2 of them down the back straight. Piotr Pawlicki, previously unbeaten, was never in the hunt at all. Proves you can't predict anything in Speedway. Hampel going round the outside of Gregor Zengota, who actually cut across his teammate there coming out of turn 2. Great ride by Jakub Torschel, much improved by the Swede, who previously only scored 1 point over the 2 meetings. Failed to score in the first leg at Leszno. 27 apiece now then, 67-77 on aggregates as we move to heat number 10. This one will see Bartosz Śmiektala going from gate 1 in white, Patrick Dudek gate 2 in red, Janusz Kolodziej gate 3 in yellow, and Piotr Protasevich gate 4 in blue. A very strong all-Polish lineup here for heat number 10. 6 races to go. 6 races for Zielona Gora to gain more than 10 points. They have to win by more than 10 to cancel out the first leg defeat. So the lineup is Śmiektala gate 1 in white, he's on 4 and a bonus. Dudek gate 2 in red on 3 and a bonus. Kolodziej on 5, beaten last time out by Jarek Hampel, and gate 4 in blue it is Piotr Protasevich, he's on 3 points. Bartosz Smektala, great start to this meeting. He's only dropped 1 point to an opponent. That was in the reserves race. Finished second to Matthias Tonda. Say Dudek and Kolodje in red and yellow, the two to watch here from gates 2 and 3. Will one of them take the win in this heat number 10? Smektala, Dudek, Kolodje and Protasevich. Up go the tapes and they're away. Good start by Patrick Dudek. Goes level with Kolodje into the first turn. And it is Dudek who's just got the advantage coming out of turn 2. Kolodje will fight back around the outside. Third place in blue is Protasevich as Kolodje switches to the inside, and that's outfoxed Patrick Dudek. He had no idea that Kolodje was coming through there. They're side by side again, and Kolodje cuts across him. Goodness me, this is a brave ride by Janusz Kolodje, taking a few risks here to stay ahead of Patrick Dudek. It was a terrific move at the end of the first lap. I thought then Dudek was going to get up the inside down the home straight, but Kolodje somehow managed to. He was cornering almost long track style there going into turns 1 and 2. Held the machine and held the lead ahead of Patrick Dudek, who's chasing hard now for the lead. Third place in blue, it's Protasevich. It'll be a 3-all if it stays like this. At the back in white, Bartosz Smektala. Kolodje still leads. Patrick Dudek is not finished yet. He goes for the inside as they go down the back straights. The cheers of the Falubaz crowd. 13,000 of them here. Is Patrick Dudek going to give them a win? Not quite. Kolodje gets there. Third for Protasevich, fourth for Smektala. Cracking race between the riders in red and yellow. Janusz Kolodje picks up his second win of the meeting. Beaten last time out by Jarek Hampel, but he's back to winning ways and is congratulated by Patrick Dudek there. Dudek yet to win a race. He's only on 5 and a bonus so far. Janusz Kolodje onto 8 points. Scores remain level on the day. 30 apiece. Aggregate score now of 70 points to 80. Still 10 points in it on aggregate then. Kolodje the winner of heat number 10 ahead of Dudek. Protasevich in third, Smektala at the back. It's Zielona Gora 30, Leszno 30. Nervous times. First side to hit 90 points or more will go through. That's how you know from the aggregate score who's gone through. Once a side hits 90, it's 90 apiece at the end of the 15 heats. Then the team that finished higher in the league goes through. Terrific first lap there by Janusz Kolodje, just diving up the inside of Patrick Dudek. Dudek, I think everyone else in the stadium was expecting Kolodje to go around the outside, but he switched his line back across into turn 3. Up the inside he went, and Dudek was left thinking, where on earth did he come from? Good to see a handshake between the riders at the end of the race. Good sportsmanship from Patrick Dudek. Now, heat number 11. Jakob Torschel going for his second win off gate 1 in blue. Peter Killerman, gate 2 in white. Jason Doyle, gate 3 in red. Piotr Pawlicki, gate 4 in yellow. 70-80 the aggregate score. Marek Cieslak, the Zielona Gora manager, looking on. Former Polish international rider in the 70s. Line up for heat 11 then is Torschel, gate 1. 4 points for him so far in the blue helmet. Gate 2 in white is Peter Killerman. 2 in a bonus so far. Jason Doyle only 4 points. Gate 3 in red. And off the outside in yellow is Piotr Pawlicki. 2 wins and a last place. 6 points so far. He'll want to get back to winning ways here after missing the start in his last ride in heat 9. 70-80 the aggregate score. 2 more 5-1s. Leszno will seal it and go through with heats to spare. Can they take one here in heat number 11? Torschel, Killerman, Doyle and Pawlicki get underway down to the first turn. Killerman gets away well, but it's Jakob Torschel who leads into the first turn. Pawlicki going for the outside. Jason Doyle is at the back. He's out of sorts today, Jason Doyle, the World Championship leader, normally in top form in Poland. But it's Jakob Torschel, his teammate, who has got the lead, packing the all-important minor placings. Unia Leszno, they will edge closer to that playoff final. Pawlicki, though, is on the attack. On the outside, on the inside of him is his teammate Killerman. Away goes the rider in blue. Jakob Torschel, Wolverhampton and the Rospigana in Britain and Sweden. He's in all 3 playoff contests this year. Jason Doyle being team ridden out of it here by the Unia Leszno pairing. Tries to move up to attack Peter Killerman for third place. Killerman using the inside line to good effect on turn 2. It's going to be a clear win. Second of the meeting for Jakob Torschel. He will take the win, and Doyle is not going to get through. No points for Jason Doyle. It's Pawlicki second, Killerman third. And has that just sealed Falubaz's fate? whistles of derision from in the crowd. Cheers from the Leszno fans. Jakob Torschel taking the win, but most of the crowd directing their upset at Jason Doyle. He's only scored 4 points today. Jakob Torschel moves on to 7. I'm sure we'll see him in the nominated races later on. Top scorers go in heat 15, nominated riders for heat 14. Torschel, the winner of heat number 11, meanwhile, ahead of Pavliczky, Killerman and Doyle at the back. It's 33 apiece on the day. 73-83 on aggregates. Jakob Torschel all the way from the inside. But Jason Doyle from gate 3 was nowhere. Good team riding there by Unia Leszno to keep him out of it. Keeping him at the back. Jakob Torschel. Contrast that with his first leg when he failed to score. He's on 7 points for the day now. Jason Doyle just could not catch and pass Killerman and Pavliczky. This is concerning for Zielona Gora. They got the win, but every time Leszno are packing the minor placings. Let's see if they can increase their lead in heat number 12, or whether Zielona Gora are going to fight back. This one we'll see Dominik Kubera, gate 1 in white. Matthias Tunder, gate 2 in blue. The two to watch, though, Emil Seiferdinov, gate 3 in yellow, and Patrick Dudek, gate 4 in red. Dudek again slightly below par. He's yet to win a race today. It's been Jarek Hampel doing the winning today for the home side, along with Jakob Torschel. So it's Kubera, gate 1. He's on 1 and a bonus in white. Matthias Tunder, good day so far. 5 points from 2 rides. Gate 3 in yellow we have Seiferdinov. And Patrick Dudek off gate 4 in red. Emil Seiferdinov on 6 points. Dudek is on 5 and a bonus. Which way is this one going to go then? Riders in red and yellow, the ones to watch from the outside. Kubera, Tunder, Seiferdinov and Dudek, the starting lineup. Start marshal walks away, tapes up and away with heats at number 12 down to the first turn. Dudek has made a great start, a slow one for his partner Matthias Tunder. It's Patrick Dudek who leads. Through in the second comes Emil Seiferdinov, and he'll try and chase after the pole out in front. Third place in white, it is Dominik Kubera. Matthias Tunder at the back this time made a slow start in blue. Dudek leads then, Seiferdinov trying to hunt him down. Grand Prix star for a number of years now, the Russian. Patrick Dudek on his debut in the Grand Prix series this year, and he's on for a top 3 in this year's World Championship, fighting with Jason Doyle and also Maciek Magic Janowski. Kubera back in third place, so it will be a 3-all once again from heat number 12. That will be the 3rd in a row if it stays like this. Away goes Patrick Dudek out in front. I don't think Seiferdinov's going to catch him. Kubera is safe in 3rd place. It's going to be Patrick Dudek, the Polish Grand Prix star, will pick up his first race win of the day. Dudek wins it ahead of Seiferdinov. 3rd goes to Kubera, 4th for Tunder. That's another 3-all, 3 in a row. 36 apiece the scores, 76-86 on aggregates. Leszno are almost there. With a 5-1 in heat 13, they can seal qualification for the grand final. Losing sides play off for 3rd place. Heat number 12 then results a win for Patrick Dudek ahead of Seiferdinov, Kubera and Tunder. 36-36 the score between Leszno and Zielona Gora. 86-76 the lead for Leszno on aggregates. They are almost there. They can seal it with a 5-1 in heat 13. Patrick Dudek with a great start there in red, though, for the home side. But every time the home side get a win, it's Leszno packing 2nd and 3rd places, getting those all-important minor placings. The hosts running too many last places. That is proving their downfall. Dudek all the way with Seiferdinov giving chase. Couldn't quite catch him, though. Patrick Dudek taking the win. Dominik Kubera in a safe 3rd place all the way after a slow start by Matthias Tunder. Heat 13 then could be the race that sees Unia Leszno qualify for the playoff final this year. Piotr Protasiewicz is off gate 1 for the home side in blue. Gregor Zengota gate 2 in white. Jarek Hampel gate 3 in red. And Janusz Kolodje gate 4 in yellow. Heat advantage will seal it. I think with a 3-all, hosts would need a 5-1 and a 5-0. So this is almost certainly going to see Unia Leszno go through, as long as they don't concede a heat advantage. It's Protasiewicz, gate 1 in blue, on 4 and a bonus. Gregor Zengota, 3 and a bonus, gate 2 in white. Jarek Hampel on 8 and a bonus, unbeaten by an opponent so far, gate 3 in red. Completing the field off the outside, Janusz Kolodje, also on 8 points. Just that 1 point drop to Jarek Hampel in heat 7. Is Kolodje going to lead Unia Leszno through? Here we go then, ready for heat number 13. This could be the race that sees Unia Leszno defeat Falubaz Zielona Gora on aggregate and qualify for the playoff grand final. Here we go with heat 13. They're away down to the first turn. The rider in blue is blocked in on the first turn by Gregor Zengota. It's Protasiewicz. Zengota side by side, 3 wide down the back straight. The riders in red and yellow come round the outside. Hampel and Kolodje. It's Hampel who goes to the front. Kolodje's there in second place, side by side. Still for third between Zengota and Protasiewicz. Terrific race between the 4 of them here. They know what's at stake. Hampel leads in ahead of Kolodje. Protasiewicz has come through for third position. Here comes Kolodje around the outside now, cuts back to the inside. He is throwing his machine around here up the inside. Can he take the lead away from Hampel? He's got him into turn 1. Hampel will fight back on the inside. The best race of the day by a long chalk, side by side as they go down the back straight. Kolodje just about holds the lead ahead of Jarek Hampel. It's Protasiewicz third ahead of Gregor Zengota, but if Janusz Kolodje can hold on here in front, that will almost certainly put Unia Leszno through to the playoff final. Around the final turn, Hampel will try his hardest to fight back. He's beaten by an opponent for the first time in heat 13. Kolodje wins it. Hampel in second, third Protasiewicz and Zengota at the back. A cracking race there in heat 13. Kolodje celebrates, so do the Unia Leszno fans. They know that pretty much confirms them as in the playoff final this year. 89 points on the board for Unia Leszno, so surely only with 2 5-0s the home side can get through now. Kolodje celebrates with a burnout. He knows he's just pretty much put Unia Leszno through to the playoff final at the extent of the table toppers, Falubaz Zielona Gora. Look at the celebrations already. They'll aim to put the lid on it in heat 14 and put it beyond doubt. A huge crowd here, a silence. Kolodje the winner ahead of Hampel, Protasiewicz and Zengota. 3-all means it's Falubaz 39, Unia Leszno 39, 79, 89 on aggregates, and Unia Leszno are pretty much there. It's a terrific race there between all 4 of them. Zengota and Hampel made the start, then Kolodje around the outside, stuck to his guns on the wide line from gate 4. All 4 of them were all over each other in the early stages there. The fans loved every second of that one. Didn't come out with the result that the massive 13,000 strong Falubaz crowd wanted. Almost contact there as well between Zengota and Protasiewicz as they battled for third place. It looked as though Hampel had got the lead away from Janusz Kolodje, but Kolodje riding superbly today. First he tried to go around the outside of Jarek Hampel. That didn't work, so he cut back to the inside, threw it up the inside into turn 1 and pulled it off. Excellent bit of riding from Janusz Kolodje. First class speedway here in Poland today, although the Falubaz Zielona Gora fans probably would not agree. They will be very, very disappointed to see their table-topping side go out at the semi-final stage. So Unia Leszno will look to put the lid on it and make it safe in this heat number 14 then. 79-89 the aggregate score. Heat 14 will see Piotr Pawlicki off gate 1 in yellow, Jakub Torschel gate 2 in red. Gate 3 in white we should have seen Peter Killerman, but it's Bartosz Śmiektala who has replaced him in the white helmet. And gate 4 in blue will be Piotr Protasiewicz. That's your lineup then for heat number 14. Śmiektala confirmed in white, so Pawlicki gate 1 in yellow, Torschel gate 2 in red, Śmiektala gate 3 and Protasiewicz gate 4 in blue. Jakub Torschel could go for a hat-trick of wins here. Never had happens, Unia Leszno about to confirm themselves once and for all as playoff finalists this year. They will face either Wrocław or Gorzów in this year's final. Gorzów, the defending champions. Ready then for the penultimate race of the meeting. Pawlicki, Torshell, Schmektala and Protasiewicz are underway down to the first turn. Good start by Jakub Torshell. In red, leads into the first turn. Going for the inside is Pawlicki in yellow. He will take over. Here comes Schmektala around the outside as well. Unia Leszno could go on to a 5-1 here. Bartosz Schmektala around the outside of everybody, even his teammates. He's going to take the lead coming into the second lap. Bartosz Schmektala leads the way. The new sensation of Polish Speedway ahead of Piotr Pawlicki. Now trying the wide line, the rider in blue. He's gone too wide, I think, there, Piotr Protasiewicz. Unia Leszno on for a 5-1 then. Protasiewicz and Torshell at the back. Unia Leszno will make it certain here with a 5-1. They will qualify for this year's Ekstraliga playoff final. Man in blue, Protasiewicz, is not finished yet, having a look on the inside to try and take Piotr Pawlicki, but Bartosz Schmektala, the young gun, out in front. He has well and truly arrived in World Speedway this year. He takes the win. Unia Leszno are through. Second place goes to Pawlicki, third Protasiewicz, Torshell at the back, and Unia Leszno make it safe. They are through, confirmed to the playoff final. Kalubaz, Zielona, Gora bow out. They will face the losers of the other semi-final in the third place playoff. Absolutely superb from Unia Leszno. Schmektala, the winner. He's had an amazing day today. He's on paid 8 points now. Pawlicki second, Protasiewicz third, Torshell at the back. Kalubaz 40, Unia Leszno 44. That confirms them as going through. 14 points up with one race of the tie remaining. Through on the insides, take the lead down the back straight. When's the rider in yellow? Piotr Pawlicki, then Bartosz Schmektala around the outside of the quick starting Torshell and Protasiewicz. Kalubaz just completely demoralised by this stage by a cock-a-hoop Leszno side, either side of Torshell down the back straights, having already dealt with Protasiewicz. Zielona Gora just not quite up the races today. A strong all-round performance by Unia Leszno. Gregor Zengota bouncing back after that nasty crash early on. Pawlicki, though, able to hold off the rider in blue, Protasiewicz, for second place. That's a clear win for young Bartosz Schmektala. Final race of the meeting then, the top scorers race. It's Jarek Hampel going from gate 1 in red, Janusz Kolodje gate 2 in yellow, Patrick Dudek gate 3 in blue, Emil Sepedinov gate 4 in white. Hampel and Kolodje, they've already met twice today. It's one each in terms of race victories. Will Hampel make it 2-1? He's off the inside in red. That defeat by Kolodje, his only defeat by an opponent so far. He's on 10-1. Kolodje on 11. Dudek on 8 and a bonus. Sepedinov on 8. Frustration for Zielona Gora. Jubilation for Unia Leszno. They will aim to go out with a bang here with a 5-1 in heat 15. Is it going to be another round of Kolodje versus Hampel? We are about to see heat number 15 then. Hampel, Kolodje, Dudek, Sepedinov, 3 Poles and a Russian for heat number 15. Start Marshall has them into the line. The final heat here at Zielona Gora is underway. Down to the first turn, a good start by the man in red. Jarek Hampel once again leads the way. Dudek tries to cut to the insides. 3 wide for second place. It's going to be 3 wide for the lead. Down the back straight, Hampel, I think, has just about held them all off. Dudek drops to the back in blue, or does he? Fighting back up the inside there, battling with the rider in yellow, Janusz Kolodje. It's Sepedinov who shows in second, going for the lead down the back straight, but Hampel holds him off. Dudek in third place. He now flings it to the inside around turns 3 and 4. Will that work against Emil Sepedinov? 4-2 as it stands at the moment. Sepedinov in second, but it's Jarek Hampel out in the wide line on the deep dirt with the lead of this race. Dudek chasing after Sepedinov. At the back in yellow, it is Janusz Kolodje. On to the last lap of the meeting then. Patrick Dudek is not finished yet. He's having a look to try and take Emil Sepedinov for second place. The win is going to go to the rider in red, Jarek Hampel, who's going to be second. Dudek having a look up the inside, and he's got him on the line. A 5-1 to finish the day then for Falubaz Zielona Gora. Patrick Dudek pips Emil Sayfutdinov right on the line there. Janusz Kolodje at the back. It's a win for Jarek Hampel, just 1 point dropped for him today. And the riders congratulate each other. Falubaz congratulating Leszno on making the playoff final this year. Final score of 45 apiece. That's at 5-1, securing a draw on the day. But it's 85-95 on aggregate in favour of Unia Leszno. Patrick Dudek up the inside there on the last bend and just pipping Emil Sayfutdinov for second place on the line to secure a draw for the evening's match. Very close there, half a wheel, the margin between the two of them. Win going to Jarek Hampel ahead of Dudek, Sayfutdinov and Kolodje. That 5-1 makes it all square on the day. Zielona Gora 45, Leszno 45, 85-95 on aggregates. Zielona Gora not able to overcome the 10-point deficit from the first leg. It's Unia Leszno who go through into this year's playoff final. Jarek Hampel all the way in that one. The main focus was on the battle for second. Dudek at the back around the first lap. Good racing there. Really got better as the meeting went on. The last couple of heats were excellent. Patrick Dudek, you see, relegated to the back there on the green machine. Then fighting back to take Emil Sayfutdinov on the line for second place. Very close indeed. Jarek Hampel, star of the day for Zielona Gora, but they do bow out of the playoffs at this stage. They will be in the third place playoff against either Wrocław or Gorshov. So the final score of Falubaz Zielona Gora 45, Unia Leszno 45, aggregate score of Zielona Gora 85, Leszno 95. Congratulations, Unia Leszno. They go through to the Ekstraliga playoff final.
Premier Sports